Hello everyone and welcome back to this brand new video. Now yes, we are playing Arena Cube Draft. So if you've been following the channel for quite a while now, you know that I played the Arena Cube Sealed and I did quite well in it. And now it's time to do the Arena Cube Draft. Now Wizards are super nice and they're letting everyone do it for free the first time. So I mean, let's dive right into that. And if you enjoyed this video, maybe I can do another version. So don't worry about that. Now while we're waiting to find the draft table, I would like to please ask you to subscribe because it helps the channel a lot. And with that out of the way, our table is ready and let's try to get into this. And I mean, I looked at the card pool, but I think I'm just gonna wing it and just like select the best thing ever. And like already, man, this is insane. I guess I take Ulamog just because it keeps me very flexible with my options. I mean, it's a colorless spell. Yeah, I mean, I am giving up Gideon and commands in the end game, so maybe blue won't be as open, but I mean, we're gonna have to try. Yeah, we're gonna take Ulamog. I think Ulamog is the best bet currently. He's colorless. I mean, you might disagree with this, but he's a colorless spell. I don't know how fast this format is, but I mean, a colorless spell will always be good. I think Murder Strider is the best, and if opponent is passing me a black spell, I'm pretty sure, a black spell this good, I'm pretty sure black is gonna stay open for a while. So let's try to dig into black. And then maybe see where we go from there. I mean, Shalai was very sad to pass up, but I still believe that Ulamog was the best in this first pack. So let's see what happens. Alright, it seems like picks are stuck with the person next to me. Yeah, what can you do with Teferi? Teferi is a time mage, so he usually takes his time with his picks. But besides that, Teferi is my favorite character in this whole entire game. So Bolas apparently and Teferi are having a battle of who takes longer to take his pick. So I mean, it's fine, it's completely fine. I mean, it happens. Let's see. Sadly, this Teferi has no picks and this Teferi has no picks. Alright, finally. Spawn of Mayhem. It's a black spell and it's currently like good. Timurit Cause the Dead is something that I'm considering, but I think Spawn of Mayhem is just so good with the strategy, especially that I think Murder Strider says pairs up well with him because like you get to gain back the life that was losing from Spawn of Mayhem. So like I think this is currently a very good synergy. I'm not trying to go with mono black, but I would love to get a Grey Merchant. I think Grey Merchant is legal in this set. Now this is where we consider if we want to go another route or not. Mastermind's acquisition to get into our Ulamog sounds super cool. And I think I'm gonna go with that. It's a tutor in a limited format. I can get Ulamog whenever I want, and I don't have to tell you what getting Ulamog whenever you want how good like this is. Imagine like I get this on turn 9 or something, and then I can get it, and then just search for Ulamog. Next turn play Ulamog, exile 2 permanents. And I mean, you have an Ulamog in a limited format. I'm pretty sure, like I don't know how high the power level is, but I mean, it's a Titan, it's an Eldrazi. So I think it's gonna be good enough. Maybe we go with green to kind of ramp Ulamog, but I mean, currently options are still open and I'm not seeing a lot of green. Or maybe we go switch to white and then maybe we switch to white and then like consider board wipes and things like that. So let's see, the draft is still open and I mean, it highly depends on what the picks give me, what happens. Dawn of Hope is not something that I really want. I mean, I think it's good currently because like it's a mana sink, but do I want to switch to white already? Blue seems a bit open currently, especially with the Boon of Bushgiver. Treasure Map sounds super cool as well as Bag of Holding. I think we just go with the Dawn of Hope, and then maybe I'll try to pick up some board wipes so I can stall even more, and then just win the game with Ulamog. Yes, apparently I play control in every single format, but I mean, currently we're not control. We're not control yet. Alright, so we're not into any kind of strategy quite yet, so we're always flexible to change. This is a very good spell, but I'm so excited to play Helm of the Host, especially because it's good with any creature and it's colorless, so I'm not forced into any kind of color quite yet, and that's good in my opinion. Alright, so this is where we decide if we want to splash another color or not. I think Exclusion Mage is just super good. Escape to the Wilds is an amazing card, don't get me wrong, but the fact that this is such a good tempo card and that it helps me stall is amazing in my opinion. Or we could just take Memory League. I think we take Memory League just because it's such a flexible card. Yes, I am passing up on Exclusion Mage, but we're not that deep into blue currently. And with all of the blue cards that I pass, I don't expect blue to be that open. Although I don't expect white to be that open too, so Dawn of Hope is not like officially me saying that I'm into white. So don't worry about that. So to wage war, secure peace within yourself. That's very deep. That's very deep. I mean, I think I'm gonna cry. Alright. Let's see. So I currently really like our curve, especially that we have access to removal, This is access to anything in our deck. This is kind of a threat. This is something to improve. Imagine Helm of the Host on Spawn of Mayhem, and then every upkeep we take like, every opponent takes like 2 damage, and then 3 damage, and then 4 damage. Imagine the craziness that this can get. Alright. So apparently opponents are still not opponents. Actually, this is my draft table, so everyone is an opponent to me in Magic. Jokes aside, I think they're just taking their time. Alright. Winota or Bloodfast? Oof, Bloodfast. Imagine I get a Bloodfast and Ulamog. I sack Ulamog to gain some life. That sounds insane. I still can't believe that this is getting passed. So I mean, I think green is open. So I'm definitely going to consider green as a color in my mind, just because the Awakening of V2 Ghazi is such a cool card. I mean, jokes aside, just think about it. It's a 5 mana 9/9. It's a 5 mana instant speed 9/9. Just imagine opponent attacks you with everything. He's at like 10 life or 9 life. You let all the damage happen, or let all the damage through. You play Awakening of V2 Ghazi, make a 9/9, attack next turn for lethal, or you could just, if your opponent tapped out already, you could just use it to block, then 2 for 1 your opponent, and then kill him. And I mean, that's super cool. That's super cool. So currently we're still mono black. Yes, we have a white card, but I don't consider having a white card, meaning that we switch into Orzhov. Okay. So let's consider things. This is a very good uncommon, and this is very good removal in my opinion. Let's see. This is also decent removal. I don't think I want to go into that shot. I think we just go with Baffling End, just because we kind of went into white with Dawn of Hope. We are still flexible. Never think that you're forced into any kind of strategy up until the latest part of your second pack. Maybe the 10th pick of your second pack, you're kind of into something. But don't force anything quite yet. I'm not forcing Orzhov, it's just coming our way. I mean, I could have taken a green card, but I think I prefer this over the uncommon. I really value removal as a drafter, so that's something that you should know about me. One thing about when I started playing Magic, this was one of the rares I first opened. Alright, so currently not a lot of good cards. I mean, Castle Branches is good, the Mythos is really good, I can't believe it's still getting passed. Hytas 1 is decent. But I mean, do we take that or do we take Curious Obsession? I don't think we're a Curious Obsession deck. I think we just take the Case because it helps us in case we flood. Alright, so the Skeleton sounds cool because it can block for a while. So I think we take that. Or we take Gingerbread because it pairs well with Dawn of Hope, but I think the Skeleton is better, so we're just going to take the Skeleton. Alright. So yeah, what I was saying is that this was one of the first cards that I opened, and I used to play it in my first deck, which was... Alright, so technically my first deck was Boros Dinosaurs, but that was just because I bought a Planeswalker deck, the Huatli Planeswalker deck, but I don't consider that officially my first deck. My first deck was a vampire deck based around Champion of Dusk, if I'm not wrong. He's a 5-drop. So all of the deck used to play Radiant Destiny, and then it had finishers like Crested Sunmare or Champion of Dusk. So Champion of Dusk would either draw me a lot of cards because I have a lot of vampire tokens. I used to play the sorceries that make vampires. And then Celestial Sunmare, like I think that's his name. He's a 5-drop that says whenever you gain life, you just draw a card. We're gonna take, I think I take this or this, I'm not sure. I think I take the spread just in case we go into blue. So this was one of my sideboard cards against control, and once I killed myself using this because I kept on drawing. And then you know the games in Magic where you just draw lands infinitely. So I drew, if I don't remember wrong, I think I drew 6 lands in a row with this card, and then I still lost the game. But I mean, 6 lands in a row, I lost myself 12 life already, and then this flipped, and then I never got to win the game. Bag of Holding is good because it keeps us flexible, and I like staying flexible as much as possible in these kind of games. And then maybe early on we can pitch our Ulamog just because we can get it back in the future. We're gonna take the Knight of Autumn just because I think it keeps us flexible, not flexible, I mean it gives us option in case we want to splash green. If we even want to go into a third color, we're not into a third color yet, but we have the option of blue and then we have the option of green. And I think Knight of Autumn is simply good because if Dawn of Hope is on the field, what we can do is that we can play this and then pay 2 life and then draw cards. This could be just here. This could be just here in case we want to draw cards in the future. So let's see, what do we continue with. Brazen Borrower is an insane card, but I think we go with the board wipe. Just because the board wipe kind of helps us get into Ulamog for the future. What are other cards that I might consider? Is Brazen Borrower enough for me to switch to blue? I don't think so. I think we just take the board wipe. So we're just going to take the board wipe and then we're going to wait. Rankle passing is good, but I think their presence is also just as good. So this is something where I pick. I don't think I run many creatures for Rankle to be good, so I think I'll just take the Dread Presence. And then here is here's something that's quite tempting me to splash something. So we could go with, I don't think Divine Visitation is that good, even though we do run Dawn of Hope, but I mean we don't have that many token producers. But this is such a good card, and this is such a good card as well. Let's see, this is a very hard pack. This is a very, very hard pack. I think Phoenix Passing is a clear indicator that red might be open, so I think we just take that. Let's see what happens with the future picks. So currently we're currently mostly mono black. I mean, sure we have white, but we're not sure that we're running these cards anyways. And we have a bunch of colorless spells that make the game very good. Like for example, Bag of Holding, and of course Helm of the Host and Ulamog. I mean Ulamog, I really hope I get to show you footage of me actually getting Ulamog on the field. That's my main goal during this draft. Alright, so let's see. Currently the packs are stuck, and yesterday we're stuck with my end for a bit. I'm sorry, but that's like what happened. Currently we can stall quite well. I think Dread Presence is one of our main win conditions, I guess, because like he can help us stall a lot. And being mono black just to ensure that Dread Presence is always gonna hit is not a bad option in my opinion. I mean, currently Cryptic Caves is the only thing that doesn't help Dread Presence hit. But I mean, Dread Presence and Dawn of Hope might actually be a super cool combo. Play a land, deal 2 to something, gain 2 life, draw something, pay 2 draw. I think that's cool enough. So maybe we're still in white. I'm not sure. So finally we get our pack. Chainer's Edict. I mean, it's removal. It's conditional removal, but I like it enough, especially because it has flashbacks. So I think we just take that. I didn't take it just because it's a black card. I took it because early on it's an insane spell, and then paired with our other removal spells, like for example Rider, and then our board wipes, it could be very good. So maybe that's something we want to look forward into. And Chainer's Edict in general is one of my favorite cards in Pauper. If anyone here plays Pauper, do let me know in the comments. What I play in Pauper is Scred. Is it Scred? Yes, I'm sorry, I play Fairies, but I mean the tempo game of this deck is something that I really enjoy. And then I usually also play sometimes mono black Control, just because Chainer's Edict is such a cool card. So also don't judge me for that. Yeah, I do like Control a lot. If you've not noticed yet in this channel, yes, again, I like Control. Don't judge me because of that. Alright, so currently we're firmly into black, but we're not sure yet of our other colors. Our options are red. We could just splash red because we have a Temple of Triumph, but the more I splash, the worse that where is he Dread Presence gets, so we're not sure. Sadly, we're so far off these colors that I can't consider that. Barrenmore could be something, but actually I really like this card, and this one as well, but I think I like this one more. How many 4-drops do we have currently? We have a lot of 4-drops, and then so I think we just take the Nightmare, just because it's more removal, and I don't think I want to be running that many 4-drops, so I think it's a fine pickup. Alright, so I think our curve is decent. We maybe have how many 2-drops do we have? That's the question. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a bunch of 2-drops. So we have 5 2-drops. Let's try to split our deck this way, just into removal and win cons. So wait, what do we take in this case? This is not something we're trying to do. This is not in our colors. This is, if we splash white for this pairs so well with Dawn of Hope. So I think we just take this in case. Golos could be good, but I mean we're never gonna get to activate him. And I think this is good on his own, but I don't think that's something we want to go for. If we had Divine Visitation, we could have taken the tokens. So I think we just take Elite Guard-Mage and we consider splashing. This could make splashing red very, very easy, and I don't think I'm passing up on a lot. So I think we just take this Triumph, and then it helps us with the fixing. So I like that. So these are our win cons mainly. Where are they? Dread Presence, Spawn of Mayhem. Our removal is currently, I'm gonna take Mastermind's Acquisition through on its own. So currently we have 4 pieces of removal. Alright, actually 5 pieces of removal. We could use these to stall, and then we could use these to filter card quality. I think we are very good. I could consider this removal, but I don't think I want to. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of removal, and we have a bunch of win cons. These could be also used to just block, and that's an option. So we're not considering these specifically win cons. Helm of the Host with Death Presence could be an insane combo, because like imagine whenever you play a swamp, you can get to deal maybe 4 damage to your opponent, then the turn after 6 damage, and then this keeps on stacking up. And I like Helm of the Host. I really like Helm of the Host in limited formats, so like don't judge me based on that. I once drafted this in Dominaria or in my store draft, and I won everything. Yeah, because just consider how OP Helm of the Host is. Alright, this is not something we want to play because we're not that wide with our strategy. We could consider this, but I don't know. I think this is a very good card, but I don't know if we want to go for that. I think Juggernaut is good, but I don't think we need it. I think we go with the Skycat just as a sideboard card. Yeah, I think we just do that. Or we could just take Cathartic. I think Cathartic is better. Just take Cathartic just because I could discard where is he, the Reassembling Skeleton. Furious Rise is not what we can do. I mean, we have only one way of triggering it, so let's forget about that. I think we take the Mystic just in case we do Splash Blue. That's a decent enough card. We could have taken the Mill Enchantment here. I think the Mill Enchantment would have been better. This is not what our strategy is all about. So this could be decent removal. This is actually the better removal because it pairs well with our Dawn of Hopes. I think we just take that, and then worst case we just don't end up playing it, or we could just play it as Pump Spell, although I don't think we need Pump Spells. So in case I'm splashing for white, we currently have 1, 2, 3, for red we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 removal spells sounds very good, especially with one being able to gain you 3 life. Alright, so currently these are really nothing. I think the field is good if you're gonna stall the game. Besides that, I don't like anything else in this pack. The Active Treason is decent, but I don't think I want that early on in the deck, and I don't think it does anything. I think we're going to be removing as many creatures as possible. Maybe what we could have done is just take control of the creature that we don't want our opponent to sacrifice, and then make him sacrifice the other one with Edict. But I don't think I want to draft that just based on one card. I don't think it's worth it really. So Active Treason is not that good. Didn't Say Please is not that good as well. We just take Joria because it's one of my commanders, and I just like my commanders. For the same reason, we're gonna take Niv-Mizzet because Niv-Mizzet is also one of my commanders. So hello Niv-Mizzet. Niv-Mizzet is a super cool card. I just wish I used to play Jeskai Control when this guy was a thing. So for those of you who don't know, Jeskai Control was a meta deck back when Teferi was in the game. This Teferi here of Dominaria. Let's just take this. I mean, there's no exact reason. I just don't want the other one. So Teferi and Niv-Mizzet were very good cards together. Just imagine +1, draw 1, ping 1. Alright, Breeding Pool is a fine pickup. I don't know why no one's taking Fixing. Alright. Shatter the Sky. So we currently have 2 board wipes along with an Ulamog. I really like that. Besides that, are we passing on a lot? Yawgmoth's Vile Offering is insane. This is really insane. This is really good, but I don't think I wanna... I don't think I wanna get a legendary sorcery with only 1 legendary currently. So what is this? Deals combat damage to a player. That player sacrifices a creature. That's also good. Platinum Angel is decent. I think we just keep a board wipe. Currently we have access to 2 board wipes as a 4-drop, and that's insane. And then we have so much removal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shatter the Sky with where is he? Shatter the Sky with Phoenix is insane. And we get an Elspeth. So we have a Planeswalker. This is also super good, but I mean we're on board wipe, so it's not as good. Hanged Executioner is also an insane card. This is a 3 mana board wipe. I think we just take the Elspeth.
I can escape my past.
The Elspeth is insane, especially
my shadow.
Yeah, she said the reason she can escape her shadow, and then she can escape from the graveyard. So Elspeth, board wipe, Elspeth, make tokens block. I think that's cool. And then we could -3 gain 5 life, draw with Dawn of Hope. I really like this. I'm super enjoying this draft currently. I really like the selection that Arena has. So let's see. Okay, sorry, I was drinking. Fight with Fire is a decent removal spell, but I'm considering just taking Golden Act to gain life because it pairs well with Dawn of Hope. It cycles itself, and then it makes our splashing easier. So I think we just go with the Golden Egg. Yeah, I do know that this sounds very controversial. I could have taken Fight with Fire, but I like my pick. Alright, so it's either Shadow Spear or Banishing Light. I think we just take Banishing Light. I really like removal. I think you know by this stage how much I like removal. But Banishing Light is just a remove all enchantment, and then I don't think I can pass something like that in draft. So let's see. If only we get alright. I mean, yes, I love removal. Like, Arena keeps giving me removal. We might just not even splash white at this stage, just because I want to keep my colors consistent. Alright, so we take the Elspeth Conquers Death or the Seal Away. That's a very good question. It's a very, very good question. I think I like Elspeth more, but do we have enough early interaction? Yeah, I think we do. I think we just take the Elspeth. And then she can get back any of our insane valuable creatures. She could also get us back Elspeth after we used her to gain life and create soldiers. And I really like that as an option. And just, I think this card is simply insane. I mean, it's a 5 mana. Enchantment does 3 things. And another board wipe. I'm really enjoying this board wipe tribal deck. So we have 1 board wipe, 2 board wipes, 3 board wipes, and then a bunch of removal. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna end up playing red. I mean, this is cool, so I think I might just play this just because it has cycling. And just worst case, we just play turn 1 tap, it doesn't really matter. Blood Turbones, it's decent, but I don't think I want to be running that. Besides that, is there anything? I think for a 2-color deck, I think we can safely run Blast Zone. It's not going to punish us for anything, so it's safe. Let's see. So we're in pack 7. I'm pick 7. What I hope happens is that Seal Away comes back, but I highly doubt it, just because it's Seal Away and like wouldn't pass a Seal Away. That's not something I really enjoy. Maybe this to give our. We could just give our Ulamog lifelink. Besides that, this would have been insane if I'm playing red. I don't think I am. Do I splash red for him? That's the question. Yeah, I don't think we do. I think at this stage I'd rather stay as a white deck. I mean a white red deck. Having just this, all of my board wipes on curve is better in my opinion. So we can take the Vile Offering and then decide if we want to play it. How many legendaries do I have? If I'm not wrong, this set, I need to have a Planeswalker or a legendary creature to cast it. So I have Ulamog and I have Elspeth, but that's it. Galdr Shrine doesn't pass back, sadly. Hanged Executioner is a very good stalling card, and then you could just use it as a removal the turn after. You could block with it and then use the ability, so I think I just take that. And I mean, maybe you just don't end up running Golden Egg just because I have, I'm not playing 3 colors anymore and I think I don't need it. So if we get anything on, if we get like lifelink on our Spawn of Mayhem, and then we have every turn just pay 2 draw cards with Dawn of Hope, I think that's cool. And then giving lifelink to any of our creatures ensures that our Bloodfast is always gonna be able to pay 2 life draw cards, so I really like that. Sadly we're not in any of these colors. Maybe I take the Temple and then just play it because it has one of my colors which is white, and then that way I get to scry once. I mean, that could punish us, so we'll decide on that later, but I mean, it's the best thing that was in the pack. I think Lawrune Enforcer is super good, especially because it blocks so many things. I mean, it taps so many things, so that's good. If I'm not wrong, yeah, it taps anything with CMC to War Creator, so it's a decent pickup. What I'm hoping is that Seal Away comes back, but I don't think it will. I really don't think it will. If you're running green, March would have been good, so I'm just gonna hate draft it in case, because I don't want someone in like a table that I don't know, like someone I don't even know to play against this just because I didn't hate draft it. I don't think that's fair for him. I really hope whoever took Divine Visitation did not pass this, because like imagine March of the Multitude and Divine Visitation. The card instantly gets upgraded. Alright, so we're sadly not gonna get to see our Seal Away. We just take the blue card because blue reasons, and then we take the Crag. Yeah, I really like whatever we drafted. I really think that it's gonna be a super good deck. Let's see. So currently we're not playing any of these, so let's not think about them. Let's just try to check our deck. Alright, so we need to cut 2 cards. How many lands am I playing? That's the question. We're playing 17 lands. Alright, so we just need to cut 2 things, and as I mentioned, Golden Egg just doesn't seem that good. Where is it? Golden Egg can go. And I told you I really like this just because of the whole card advantage thing, and then I really like card selection in draft. Let's see. I think Slendermare is the weakest out of everything, so I think we just cut that. And I think we're good. Currently we have way too many 4-drops if I'm not wrong. So let's see how many creatures we're running for Helm of the Host. So we're running 8 creatures. I think that's enough for Helm of the Host, I guess, but like, what am I trying to copy? That's the question. Spawn of Mayhem, Jet Presence, Ulamog obviously, and like what else? Strong Enforcer. I really don't think Helm of the Host is that good in our deck. I really don't think it is. So, considering cutting down just on Helm of the Host, I really don't think it's that good in this deck. And then we could play the Slendermare just because it stalls and then it makes sure we get into our strategy. I'm sorry Helm of the Host fans, but I really don't think it's good enough in this strategy. And then do I play the Temple or do we cut it? I mean, it's a white source, so it's not bothering anyone, and I get an extra scry effect. Let's pick sleeves that are worthy of Ulamog. Let's see, what sleeve is worthy of Ulamog? I think we just pick the Ajani sleeves. I really don't know. They're not worthy of Ulamog, but I mean, actually let's just pick this. Alright. So I think this is going to be the deck, and with that we're kind of a control deck. Let me just explain to you my plan. We're a control deck that is running 1 board wipe, 2 board wipes, 3 board wipes, where is a giant 3 board wipes, and then we have a bunch of removal, and obviously our win con is Ulamog. This I'm very skeptical about if this is going to work or not, but I believe that worst case we can just pitch it to Bag of Holding, so I'm not worried about that. And with that, I'll see you in the games.